Mommy, Daddy, where did the flags go?
The Barrie flags need to be replaced regularly due to wear, tear, weather damage.
And we're going to do our part by replacing one of the flags for the Jamaican flag. One flag can make a difference. Please give.
Please help us to keep the Barrie flags flying and make a donation.
Mommy, Daddy, where did the flags go?
The Barrie flags need to be replaced regularly due to wear, tear, weather damage.
And we're going to do our part by replacing one of the flags for the Jamaican flag. One flag can make a difference. Please give.
Please help us to keep the Barrie flags flying and make a donation.
Mine.
akí gbogbo àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wa àti gbogbo àwọn òbí wa àti gbogbo àwọn olólùfẹ́ Barrie School. Ẹ káàbọ̀.
Oi!
你们好 Barrie 的老师和学生 Hello everyone, Barrie's teachers and students.
我们是来自中国的国际生家庭。
We are an international student family from China.
给 Barrie 的爱。
For the love of Barrie. Bye bye.
拜。
Good evening, passengers. This is your captain speaking. We are about ready to depart and pull back from the gate. Tonight's weather forecast is perfect. Flight time will be 45 minutes. Please make yourself comfortable, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. To add legroom, we have expanded the cabin size to make it feel as if you are sitting right in your own living room. Turbulence is not expected, but could occur due to a high volume of paddle raises. Should you experience any internet issues, please do not ring your flight attendant, but instead refresh your browser. Shh! Do not tell the FAA, but we ask you to keep all electronic devices on, as this is a fundraising flight. So buckle up and let's bust out to embark on a round-the-world expedition. Get ready to bid high and bid often. Welcome to our second annual and hopefully last virtual For the Love of Barrie celebration. When the committee gathered to determine this year's theme, it was evident that we were all excited to look beyond the view of our own living rooms. Thus, our Around the World theme was born. We are gathered here tonight to dream together and be transported through our student and community voices to experience our global curriculum firsthand. Tonight would not be possible without the generosity of our auction sponsors. I'd like to first thank our Barrie restaurant partners. Hopefully you are enjoying your dinners from Sol d'Italia or Cuya Jazz. And how about those super tasty treats from Gwenny's Pastries? A big thank you to the Miller, Fernandez, and Stebler families for these delicious morsels. Before we go too far into tonight's events, please take a moment to make sure you are registered for our auction website. This will enable you to participate in the online auction, purchase a flag sponsorship, raise your paddle, and show your love for Barrie School. To register, simply text Barrie Love to 76278. That's text Barrie Love to 76278. Or you can simply visit barrie.org/love. While I wish we were gathered together in person, the purpose of tonight remains unchanged, which is to support the Barrie School Annual Fund. All proceeds will go directly to this year's operating budget. This means an immediate impact for each and every student. It will allow us to purchase PPE. It will allow us to buy more classroom materials for our students and enhance our resources for our fabulous and hardworking teachers. This year, now more than ever, your gift will provide unrestricted funding to allow us to respond to the ever-changing needs of this pandemic. Providing an enriching educational experience for each student is at the heart of our mission, and your gift will ensure that we can continue to do this every day. From the moment you come on our campus, you are immediately greeted by the flag-lined Barrie Campus Drive. At our school, we are educating our students to engage in a rapidly changing world and to impact and be of service to a world with a future that has not yet been written. Cultural and continent studies are at the core of our Montessori curriculum. And as students grow older and move into middle and upper school, they continue to engage in a global enrichment curriculum and do something extraordinary. which is to go out on expeditions in extended study week all over the world. So without further ado, I'd like to share a brief video that highlights our students as they are transported around the world to develop their voices and harness their curiosity. Thank you. Good evening.
In the primary classroom, we really are laying the foundation for the young child to understand that there is a world outside our classroom and outside their home. Who can tell us which continent we live on? Maya. Can you come and show us which continent is North America? We give them that big picture of seeing the globe and seeing pictures and working with a map and understanding that there's a lot more to the world than just Maryland or Silver Spring or the Barrie School or their home. Africa has many different regions to it and different groups of people who have stories to tell over the generations. And so Africa has some really amazing folk tales. So we're going to read some of those. We introduce the idea of researching an animal or researching a country that we might be studying and showing them, where the country is on the map and what the name of the country is and what people might eat in that country. And so bringing in the idea of the differences of that country and how we can write about it and draw pictures of it and look in a book to find out information. And then as they get older, they really start to understand at the end of kindergarten that there is more out there and their imagination really kicks in and they want to learn more details. And that's when we send them off to elementary with that base of understanding of that, yes, there's a world out there. They know that there's a globe and continents and then they move out and then they really become interested in those details and longer research projects.
North America, South America.
When we go on walks around campus, there are flags that are at the bottom of the hill, and as we pass these flags, we will name them and the children start to identify different countries. At such a young age, the children are trying to gain an understanding of their place in this world.
Give a little tap, tap, tap. Open, shut, open, shut, place them in your lap, lap, lap.
In lower elementary, we also cover all of the 7 continents throughout the 3-year cycle, following the same pattern that they do in primary. But we also pull a science and stories in from what are called the 5 grade lessons in lower elementary. And we focus on different lessons throughout the 3-year cycle. The first year of the cycle, the main story that we focus on is the coming of the universe. And in that we talk about the Big Bang and then other creation stories from around the world. The second year of the 3-year cycle, we focus on what is called the coming of life. And that's, the first year ends right when the earth is ready to receive life. And so the second year we talk a lot about the coming of very tiny microorganisms in the sea, how life started in the sea. The third year of the cycle is all about people. We start with the coming of humans and how people throughout history and in all cultures all around the world basically have the same needs and wants. And how is it that they use their environment around them to satisfy their needs?
We took a 10-day trip to Ireland. We studied ancient Irish myths.
We got to go to places like Atlanta, Montgomery, Selma, and we learned about civil rights.
We went to Belize, so we were studying the diversity of the marine life.
They get to see how the rainforest interacts with ocean ecosystems, but also how the people who live in Belize depend on it and how they take care of it.
We went to Ghana. We visited a village called Anumsu, which welcomed us according to traditional practices.
That was one of the most unique experiences of my life, to go to that village and have them do that whole ceremony and be a part of their culture, see a piece of their culture.
After which the chief said we were the first group of foreigners to set foot in the village as far as he knew. That's something that we can't get in a classroom. You have to actually be there. We can have them read, and the reading is essential, but you have to actually go to have those experiences.
ESW gives the students the chance to not feel like traditional students bound by the walls of the classroom. It's very real-world moments where the students get to interact with the people actually experiencing whatever it is they're studying.
It was honestly like a really humbling and emotional experience, knowing that people did actually walk on that bridge to fight for like people's rights, and I get to walk on that same bridge that people are going on.
A lot of the work that we do helps children to develop a sense of community.
It's a wonderful age for them to learn about the big picture of the world around them.
You see the seeds that have been put in the ground at the 18-month-old level grow and grow and grow until they get into their senior year of high school, and all of a sudden everything comes together and they're articulate, kind, inquisitive. They want to pursue something that has a purpose in life.
It's a good place. It's a place for building strong humans, people who are going to take better care of the world.
We're not just talking about projecting your voice to be a great performer. We're discussing where you will land in 10 years on a political issue and how your view of that is affected by the world today.
Our vision is to give experiences to students that will transform them, to really nurture their sense of curiosity, to get them to understand the relevance and connections between what they might be reading in a book and what is out there for them. The world should be their classroom.
Good evening. My name is Janet Rutledge, and I'm the mom of a Barrie class of 2017 alumnus. My son Carter was at Barrie from the time that he was in 6th grade all the way through 12th grade. I'm also have the pleasure of serving as chair of the Board of Trustees. I've been on the board now for 7 years, and before that I was a co-chair of the Barrie Community Association, now known as the PTO. Tamara?
Thank you, Janet. Hello, everyone. I'm Tamara Chrysler. I have been a member of the Barrie community since 2011. I was an active classroom parent, served on our then parent-teacher organization, as well as Barrie's Board of Trustees, where I currently serve as the vice chair of the governance committee. I am now an alumni parent, my daughter Faith having graduated in 2020. I am thrilled to be with you this evening.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and for supporting Barrie School. For the Love of Barrie has become our signature event for the year that everyone looks forward to. This has been an extraordinary year, and our teachers, our staff, our administrators, everyone has done an extraordinary job. And so I'm glad that you're joining me in showing your love and appreciation for all that you've done. As I stated, my son Carter graduated from Barrie in 2017. And Barrie really brought out the best in my son. He got involved in activities that he never would have done. You know, he was never really big on athletics, but Barrie nurtured him so that in middle school, he was actually a star of the basketball team, and that was such a growth experience for him. He loved the interdisciplinary learning and the ways that you can connect humanities and science and math all together to really show all different sides of the particular material that they're studying. And the active learning, being involved in things like Ethics Bowl and Model UN, and particularly ESW, were transformational in all of his experiences. When he got to college, he was just naturally participating in the discussions in the classrooms. And he said that there was a student who came up to him and said, "Wow, you're so brave to speak up in class. It's just so amazing. And knowing that teachers are partners in your learning, he went to office hours and spent time talking with his teachers about different opportunities that were available to him. And all of that is thanks to Barrie. Tamara, would you like to share a reflection?
Thank you, Janet. You know, Faith graduated in the summer of 2020, as I mentioned. She spent 9 years as a student at Barrie, starting in upper elementary, matriculating through her senior year. I watched her develop academically, socially, and emotionally with the support of Barrie's faculty and staff. Now, she started when she was 9, so she went through those tween years, middle school and high school here, right here at Barrie. And those are hard years in the development of a young person, but our folks at Barrie know what they're doing. Karen and Bob in upper elementary, middle and upper school, Colleen, Persis, Paul, Roberto, Sathvika, Rob, Natalie, Ingrid, David, Tish, Kristen, and so many others saw the spark in my daughter and helped ignite the flame that burns bright today. She is loving college. She's balancing her social life and academics and is truly thriving. She's been excited to pick out her courses each semester that she's been at school, and it's because she's prepared and she's been developed into a lifetime learner. This is what Barrie produces. One of the aspects of Barrie that truly captured my heart, and still does, is the community that is created among staff, faculty, administrators, parents, families, and students. There is a genuine sense that everyone is in this together. It's real. I felt it during the first tour we took as a prospective family, and ever since. This community has supported my family during tragic circumstances in our lives, and also celebrated with us during more happy times. Community doesn't just appear on its own. It is intentionally developed through the passion and commitment of everyone involved, including our faculty and staff. This is one of the aspects that makes Barrie, Barrie, as you will see in the next video.
One of the great joys of being at Barrie is being able to be around our faculty and staff.
They have really gone above and beyond to provide quality instruction for our students.
And I think about this faculty as just being full of passion and dedication and a sense of the sacredness of joy in children and adolescents.
Our faculty and staff are creative, they're innovative, but above all, they love students.
Like a river in my soul.
They are incredibly knowledgeable. And I think sometimes in the middle and upper school, we overshadow how empathetic and what wonderful people they are, and that overshadows how smart they are and how gifted they are in their profession.
The central question for this particular thing is, was Joe
They
Biden's
love planting the seeds so that students can continue to love learning, pulling up from what they did in Montessori to preteen and teenage years.
They are dedicated to the Montessori philosophy. They are dedicated to their students.
You know, during COVID, I think that there's been this time that's really challenging for everybody. And we're all kind of in our own heads doing our own thing. And when you have to show up every day for students and you have to be here, I think it's a real call and a real testament to who you are when you can do that and teach.
And the way that they step forward to have the creativity, from Kathy and Thelma building a one-room schoolhouse for age 4 to 5th grade, to our middle and upper school teachers planning to teach at the same time kids in person with kids that were remote, to our lower school teachers being here from day one. That kind of just flexibility was just outstanding.
And I think that Barrie's faculty has done that with such grace.
The faculty and staff have been rock stars through this year. They've been supportive of their students and their families and of each other, and they have turned on a dime from in-person learning to distance learning. They've been creative, and they have done it all with a smile.
I wasn't surprised, but I have been so heartened by this wonderful spirit of comradeship to work together to make it happen for our kids.
Just good people with good hearts who really think about kids first. I think that just is the embodiment of middle and upper school faculty at Barrie.
That there's just a consummate rededication every day to maintaining joy in that learning experience. It's just overwhelming to watch.
There have been some extraordinary hard times in our country this year. And to have a faculty and staff that wants to work together to process how do we help our students and our teenagers and our pre-teenagers through this time in age-appropriate ways it's unparalleled.
The specialists come to mind when I think of their creativity. They've really redesigned their program to be outdoors, to be virtual, to provide materials for students.
To be a parent in this epidemic or this pandemic and to not know how your kids are going to come out of it is so hard. And to know that you have this team behind you that wants your kid to succeed and is giving them so much. And that's from the administration who's helping watch for their safety and their health and their well-being, to Kirsty who's making sure that they're COVID tested or got their flu shot, all in a place where they feel safe doing it, at their home, at their school, down to Wendy who's trying to organize, annual funds to keep all those things happening during this crazy time. To Tish, who calls just to check on you if you didn't get into class on time and never makes you feel like you're in trouble because you weren't in class, but the message is really, are you okay? Because Matt didn't show up today, or Matt was a couple minutes late. And then of course the heart of it is the faculty. The heart of it is these teachers who come every day and just show up for my kids. And I'm just so humbled by that.
It is an absolute joy to work with our faculty and staff. Their senses of humor, their commitment to students, their ability to wade into difficult conversations that end up productively and moving us as a community. I have never seen that level of commitment in other schools in which I've worked, and I've just been absolutely proud at how many people have said, hey, how can I help? School has changed this year in such a big way. How can I help? Or let me talk to you about a challenge I'm having, or let me talk to you about something that's going really well. And it's that kind of collegial atmosphere, that kind of, it just makes me really happy to be part of this team.
We have also increased enrollment throughout the year. We've added students even through a pandemic, and that is just a testament that what we're doing well, and we're doing it safely. We are keeping our students engaged and putting their needs first.
You say you can't get through these things without your village, and Barrie is certainly my village.
And I think about this world getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and the critical need for us to develop citizens who are responsible, ethical, engaged, and most importantly, curious about the wider world, their voice in it, and what they can give back. And that comes from our teachers. It comes from what our teachers are doing every day. And for us to celebrate that tonight is just a joy.
Our Barrie teachers and staff are absolutely amazing. Hi, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Bethany Chris. I am a Barrie parent and a member of the Board of Trustees. You might remember me from the annual fund video, and I'm back again to ask you to support Barrie School. There's so many wonderful things about this community, like my co-presenter here, Parisa Qureshi, who is a fellow member of the Board of Trustees and a former For the Love of Barrie committee member.
Hello, everybody, and thank you, Bethany. Yes, I've been a part of For the Love of Barrie for the past 5 years, and I have to say that this is hands down one of my favorite events that Barrie hosts. The reason I love this event is because it's the one night we really get to see the work that our children do and how our faculty support them throughout the year. And it's our one night that we can support our faculty and staff here at Barrie by giving back financially. Tonight is about celebration and what makes Barrie School special. From the videos tonight, it's pretty clear that the mission and the people here are fantastic. In just a moment, we'll be asking you to raise your paddle virtually to support Barrie. But first, I want to remind you to register and make sure that you all are all set to donate. So first, I want you to text Barrie Love to 76278. That's texting Barrie Love, one word, to 76278, BARRIELOVE.
Parisa, what does that mean to raise your paddle? What are you talking about?
So this is a part of the event where we're going to ask you guys to check your hearts and dig deep into your pockets to donate back to Barrie. Your donations are making a difference in the lives of our students as well as the faculty here. Since we're coming to you virtually, we want to make this as simple as possible. On the left side of your screen, you're going to see a donate button. You can go ahead and click that button to make your donation, or if you're on your cell phone, go ahead and scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see the donation amount on the bottom of your phone. If you don't see it there and you want an easier way to donate, go ahead and text donate and your amount to 76278. You don't need the dollar amount, you just have to write donate and your amount to 76278. Our goal is to fill up our heart. And thank you for all of you who've already donated. We hope you all watched our pre-show video. In the pre-show video, we are going to ask you a little question that the answer was in the pre-show video. But first, what we're going to ask you to do is we want you to text your name, your first and last name, and the answer to 76278. That's texting your first and last name to 76278. The first person who answers this question correctly will receive a 2-night stay to our courtyard in Gaithersburg, Maryland, in the Rio area. We know it's no international travel, but it does get you out of your living room and into a new place for just a few days away. Bethany, you want to tell us your question?
Yes, indeed. So everybody, how many flags line Barrie Campus Drive? Text your name and the answer to 76278.
And we'll be announcing your winner at the end of the Raise the Paddle. So first and last name, 76278. The winner will be announced at the end of the Raise the Paddle. So stay tuned.
Well, Parisa, let's get going. Do it. So our first donation level is $10,000. Yes. I am asking you to dig deep and support at this level. The funds raised tonight support the annual fund at 25% of our annual fund goal. So we really do need your support. Oh, I just saw a donation come in. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Dr. Kramer. Seriously, this is such a generous gift, and your leadership and your help to support Barrie through this challenging year are deeply, deeply appreciated.
Thank you so much to our head of school, John and May Kidder. Your generous gift makes a huge, huge, huge impact for this community. So thank you so much for that donation.
Okay. So also, let's keep it moving on to the $5,000 level. Remember, you can hit that donate button to make your gift. $5,000 will actually cover the cost of 5 swivel cameras. We're using one of them right now, so they're incredibly convenient. So let's go ahead and hit that donate button. Special thanks to our chair of the Board of Trustees, Janet Rutledge, for your generous donation. Oh my goodness, thank you, Janet.
We are seeing donations coming in on our iPads. This is so exciting. So far, we're at 50%. We are checking. You all are doing amazing. Thank you so much for all your support. All right, Bethany, we're doing that heart check right now. So at 50% we're seeing more donations come in. Wow, this is so exciting, you guys. Okay, so this is an amazing event that we're obviously hosting. And at this level, we are at 2,500. Now, I know that these levels that you're hearing right now might seem a lot, but each one of these are designed for a specific reason. At the $2,500 level, this will allow us to get more air purifiers into our classrooms, will help us to build the tents and canopies outside for our kids to have lunch outside, as well as extra thermometers to make sure that we keep our Barrie campus safe. This year, we just really did a tremendous job keeping our school safe, and we want to continue to do this for our children as well as our faculty. I think we just got a new donation that came in. Oh my goodness.
Yes, we did. Thank you so much, Glenn Hornberg and family. $10,000, generous, incredibly generous contribution. Thank you so much. So now we're on to the level that hopefully everybody's been talking about, $500. So now is your time to donate. You can click donate on your mobile device, or you can text donate 500 to 76278. Let's see those donations roll in and the love of Barrie pour into.
Bethany, good question for you. Do you have a special teacher that made a tremendous impact in your life that you still remember to this day?
I do, actually. My freshman year of high school, algebra teacher, her name was Christine, and she taught me, a kid who hates math, how to fully appreciate it. And I will never, ever forget the impact she had on me.
It's incredible what a really good teacher does for the impact of their students' lives. All right, so as we're kind of approaching, we're coming down to the 250 level. But if you want to donate at any of the other levels that we've already mentioned, please don't hesitate. The buttons will be located on the left side or at the bottom if you're on your mobile device, as well as texting Barrie Love to 76278. Any single dollar amount is so critical and important for us here at Barrie. We are at the $250 level, so if you want to go ahead and place a donation, please go ahead and do so.
Thank you so much in advance.
Oh, we just got a we got a new donation in. Go ahead, Bethany, you can take this one.
Thank you so much, Phyllis Caldwell. Thank you for your $1,000 donation. Wow, we've got such a generous Barrie family here.
We are at 70% right now. Our heart is almost full. I cannot believe it. Nicole Goodman, thank you so much for your $250 donation. Thank you. Jonathan Hamill, thank you for your $50 donation. Vanessa Hoffman, thank you for your $25 donation. So many amazing donations are coming in. Wow.
Donna Houston, Shannon Ingram, Beth Cara. Wow, thank you all so much.
Tim Waxenfelter, $200 donation. Thank you so much. We honestly really appreciate every single donation that's been coming in. Are you ready for another fun part, Bethany?
I am. So now, everybody, we are at the $100 challenge. Here's what's special about it. We have the opportunity to unlock an additional $5,000 gift. All we need is 50 gifts of $100 each. So even if you've already donated, you can donate again. It's just that easy. As we've said before, you can text donate 100 to 76278, or if you're registered and using the app online, you can just click that donate button, and you can also text and get the number right back in order to give. If you can't give 100, it's totally okay. Please dig deep, support at any level that you can. Support Barrie and this amazing school, this amazing community that we have.
All right, Bethany, I'm actually going to pull out my phone since I heard it go off. I'm going to go ahead and do my $100 donation by texting donate to 76278. It's really that simple. I just went through, I clicked through, and my donation was received. I got the thank you for your donation. It's been added to my cart.
Oh, yay, that's awesome. I'm going to do it too. Yay. Okay, see, it's just that simple, everybody. It's simple to give to something that we value so much.
Oh, thank you so much. I see a few donations coming in. Deidre, thank you for your donation. Kristen, thank you for your donation. Julie, thank you. Wow. Michael, thank you for your donation. We have an anonymous $500 donation. Thank you so much. Seriously, we're at 73%. Our heart is at 73%. We are almost there. And I believe we're going to be just shy. Cedric, thank you for your $100 donation. Krista, thank you. So many amazing donations are just rolling in right now. Julie Ryan, thank you for your $100 donation. Sylvia, thank you for a $150 donation. David, thank you for your $150 donation.
Let's keep it going, everybody. The heart is almost completely full. Wow, this is amazing.
It's so exciting to see the names just popping up on the screen.
It is. And how quickly this heart and this thermometer are filling up.
Oh, we're at 74%. Again, we just want to remind you to give at any level you feel comfortable. No dollar amount is too small or too large to give back to Barrie. Do not feel like you have to be hitting a specific milestone to give to Barrie. $10, $20, $30, $50, whatever you feel comfortable. I promise you the compound effect makes a tremendous, tremendous effect to our school. So any dollar amount you feel comfortable, please go ahead and give.
Every little bit counts. Thank you. Oh, remember the auction closes at 10 p.m.
Yes, it does. And you actually get a little glimpse of a few of our auction items right behind us. These are all of our class projects that you've seen up on your auction pages, but you get a little bit of a live glimpse of them, and they are beautiful this year. I mean, I've seen them for the past 5 years, and we've had some incredible auction items, but this year it's just so unique and so special. So definitely make sure you vote on your classes or other classes' auction items. I know your kids would love to see them and carry them on for years to come as a little bit of a remembrance of Barrie.
I've got to get home and donate or bid on the cookbook for the remote class. I want that cookbook.
You want the cookbook? I saw that. I thought that was really, really good. Oh, so wonderful. We're at 75%. Kenosha, thank you for your donation. Molly, thank you for your donation. Tim, thank you for your donation. These are just rolling in.
Durga, thank you. I just saw your gifts come in. Thank you, Durga.
Wonderful. I know. This is exciting to see everyone's love for the school and the support.
It really kind of blows your mind, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, just in. We need 20 donations to unlock our 5K match. So just 20 donations away to unlock our $5,000 match that we have.
Let's dig deep, people. We can do it. We can do it. Let's bring in that additional $5,000.
I know. Oh, we got another donation.
This is so awesome. Remember, if you want to donate, you can just text donate and that dollar amount to 76278. Make it easy and help us unlock that $5,000 challenge.
All right. Well, as we're nearing the end of our fundraiser, I want to take a moment to thank several people who made tonight possible. First, a big thank you to Jaguar Technology as our first class sponsor. They also provide tech support for this event, and it would not be possible without them. I would also like to thank Natasha Solomon. She's a current parent for all of her help with the production of tonight. Another shout out is to our production team of Mike Vignali, Kitty Jones, Kim Ford, and Wendy Grenier.
And thank you so much to all of our auction item donors. Remember, again, the auction will be open until 10 p.m. tonight. So don't miss your chance to take home one of our amazing items behind us before I bid and try to take them all myself. Of course, a big big, super giant thank you to all of you who have tuned in tonight, and especially all of you who have supported Digging Deep and Giving for the Love of Barrie. And now, a word from our captain.
This is your captain speaking. We are approaching our final destination. Thank you for flying with us and opening your hearts and, most importantly, opening your wallets to show your love for Barrie School. Bidding remains open until 10 p.m. Wait a second. This just in. Ladies and gentlemen, Air Traffic Control has just informed me that the approaching airport has been quarantined. Please do not panic. Simply reach under your seats, put on the conveniently located parachute, press the eject button, and you will glide safely down, back home, into your living rooms. Good night, good luck, and pleasant flying. This is your